My vocation story started when I was 17 in confirmation class, discerning perhaps a vocation. But the vocation director at the time told me that perhaps I was more suited for construction. I wasn't exactly together. My collar wasn't straight and my hair wasn't combed perhaps. And I said, well, maybe Father is right. And so nearly 30 years went by, and I ended up sitting in a coffee shop, and there was an open newspaper and a call for a teacher's state exam. And I went in there cold, and I took it and I passed it because English was something that I was pretty good at. And so after teaching that, and then 9/11 happened, and I could see the smoke rising from the Twin Towers from my classroom. And I said, I want to help and I want to do something for the common good. So I left that teaching, even though I thought God was calling me to be a teacher. And then I entered the Army, and I thought God was calling me to be in the Army, and I spent 8 wonderful years there, and then came home from wartime and ended up teaching in the Passionist high school, working side by side with them. And it was a non-Catholic. We say that God works in strange ways. A non-Catholic was the one that said, please consider a vocation, and in this case to the Passionists. And so we see that nothing is impossible with God. In this life there are no accidents. That is all part of God's providence. And God is a good and very clever God, and God gives us all these hints. Maybe it be people, or in my case it was an open newspaper that I saw that there was a need for a teaching job, or the outbreak of war, or something. That God provides for us all these things. We've just got to open our eyes to all these this calling. It just doesn't come in one way, and there's no age limit on a vocation. For some it's 17 or 18, but for others it would be like 40, 44 when I felt discerning the call at that age. So there's no age, and God is eternal, and eternal God's merciful love and providence. St. Paul of the Cross, our founder, said that the Passionist brothers and sisters and nuns that we have said that you must be men and women of prayer, and that every Passionist house has to be a house or a school of prayer. So I encourage all the young people to keep up your prayer life and your relationship with God, who is the source of everything and the source of the call. And so from there, that fruit of the prayer is helping the poor, journeying with them, help to educate them, and in a sense they also educate us by we taking up the cross of Christ together.